Guys, it has been a long while because I was taking a bunch of videos. I was making a bunch of videos and stuff, and kind of like I was still on the grind, and I still am, but in my own little way. But for some reason, every single video I decided to make just flopped, and I was like, no, I can't like release this. I can't, post this or whatever. So I went to the Roundhouse Studios like last month, back like before I went away and before like Christmas and the whole like holidays and stuff. I went early December to try and film a video, and like it just was not happening. I was so uncomfortable. It was not okay, and it just kind of went to show that like when it comes to making music, I very much am like a kind of inside my room type of chill person, because I was so tense when I was there, and like I got secondhand embarrassment. Well, I didn't know first-hand embarrassment. The embarrassing thing was me. So yeah, it kind of ruined the vibe, and I was so out of it. So yeah, that was like a thing. I tried to film another video as well recently. What was it? I tried to film another video like 2 days ago, and did not happen either. I was trying to make music on screen, and I ended up hating the song, and I was like, I don't want this to represent me. So yeah, I think next time I do that, I think I'm just gonna post it regardless, even if the beat is trash, or even if the result is not what I want, or like the genre that I wanted. I think I really like the sample, but then I just like didn't do it justice in the way that I wanted to do it justice. So I was like, you know what, I don't like that, whatever. And I wasn't even really like talking to the camera or doing much, so I don't know if you guys would have liked that. So I don't know about that. But anyways, those are the reasons why I just have not been posting. Yeah, they've just, my kind of like videos have not been working out, but it's fine. I'm just gonna do a sit down thing. I'm gonna do what I usually do, because I think the formula, like the reason why they didn't work out is because I'm making music in those ones, and like making music under pressure is not cute. So I think I need to kind of be a bit more kind of self-assured in my abilities before I kind of start doing that with like an audience watching. So yeah, that will happen eventually, but I'm gonna give it a little break. I will say, I have a vanilla iced latte that I made. It's quite good, very, very good. I'm gonna have that because I need to like wake up right now, because I'm just like so tired. I worked 2 shifts in a row at Waterstones, and like even though like these 2 days have been so chill, it's literally Monday, Tuesday. I'm probably gonna post this today, so it's technically still is Tuesday, 28th of Jan. After like my early shift. I am so tired though. Why am I so tired? It really just does zap it out of you. I think because there's 2 shifts. There's like a late shift and an early shift. I get put on the late shift all the time, because like the newcomers, the new hires always get put on the late shifts because no one wants the late shift. But this time I actually got 2 earlies in a row. So I've been so tired these last 2 days, trying to like, yeah, wake up at an awful time. So yeah, that's why I'm tired. But I get late tomorrow. Because I got uni tomorrow. Yay! I'm actually excited for uni. I enjoy it. I'll talk to you more about uni and kind of like the catching up and stuff. I guess I can talk in this video about it. But yeah, I've been doing well. We've come back to our like little uni stuff, or uni schedule. We went back on like the 13th of Jan, and I missed it a lot, I'm not gonna lie. Everyone's like super, super nice. Like I'm talking to more people as well. And like low-key people, like I don't know, it's something with my uni, but like everyone looks so like stylish and so rude. But then when you talk to them, they're so sweet, and they follow you back on Insta, and they're just like so nice, and like, everyone wants to be friends with each other. So I'm just like shocked. I'm like, whoa, this is like not how it used to be at my high school, so yeah, everyone's like really nice, and like it's so easy to break the ice with people, because I feel like breaking the ice with people is like one thing, but then like breaking the ice with people that don't like, that are just do not want the ice to be broken is a different thing, like they just they come up to you, or you come up to them, they're so nice, and like it's easy to make friends. It is. stop ranting about my music uni. I'll talk about it like later, but I'll give you just like, this was my little update. This is a long intro, it's 5 minutes. Anyways, I'm gonna take a sip of my thing. I have the worst headache. I have the worst headache as well. Like, genuinely, it is insane. You know that little like Tiger Balm and stuff? When I was abroad, I got like a little vat of this. I need to find it. Wait, it's here. Give me a minute. Let me show you my Tiger Balm, guys. Yeah, I got it. It's cute. And I keep using it. And maybe I'm using it to the point where my body's used to it and it doesn't make a difference. Because I swear to God, like I have serious back, like upper back pains, neck pains, head pains. Oh my gosh. It's like everything else is fine. But then like this type of, it's like the Pacific Ring of Fire. I'm not gonna lie to you. It's awful. So I'm just gonna put this on the temples and stuff. If you don't know what Tiger Balm is, basically it smells like Vicks, but it's like a deep heat thing. It's like if deep heat and Vicks was mixed together and created something cool, it would be this. I just put it, it's like great though. It does give me like temporary relief at least for like a good 10 minutes. So yeah, I don't know. I think I just like need to go to a masseuse or something, or like get acupunctured. I think this is something only like needles can fix, and I don't know how needles can only fix, like only needles can fix this, but it's something that just needs to be resolved, you know. Yeah, anyways, Tiger Balm, if you have like chronic fucking headaches, man, it is awful. But yeah, I've been dealing with like bright lights. Oh, speaking of lights, I'm still using my Mac. But speaking of bright lights, like obviously since it's like a retail job and like we're in like a bit of a shopping center thing, the lights are so fluorescent. They're insane. So, oh my God, it like drives my eyes in. I like, every time I come home, I've got like, this is hurting, these are hurting. Insane. But anyways, now that I'm done with my rant and my updating on several topics, I'm trying to burp, thank you. We can get onto the books that I read these last few months. I needed to get a I need to get my list up of I can get my list up here of books I read, because I like to keep a tally. And speaking of which, I need to add one book to it, because I finished a book yesterday. I did my first book of the year, and it was really, really good, and I'm gonna get into it. And I feel like I'm giving myself like a grace period of like, when I finish a book, I let myself marinate, and especially when there's like a lot to analyze in a book. This is like insane. I feel like I could have done like, I could have analyzed this book for A-level easily, because like the symbolism and just like, oh my God, it is like one of those ones that you could fully analyze. So I'm gonna give myself a few days like kind of like grace, and then I'm gonna start like maybe analyzing it and just like seeing what other people think of it, because I love it so much to the point where I want to know what other people think of it. Oh my God. Anyways, let me find it. But yeah, today is my filming day. I'm gonna make hopefully a few videos. Oh no, not Notion calendar. I keep my book log on Notion. So yeah, very happy with that. I need to add that. I don't know why, but like suddenly in sixth form, I was like, yeah, I'm gonna read a book every month, and it's been going on for the last 2 years. So can't complain. Okay, yeah. Yeah. Okay. Let me add in my new one. So this book that I'm like raving about right now is called The Secret History. It's like huge on TikTok, but I can understand why. I'm not really a BookTok girly, but like I understand why people are like going feral over that, because that was so good. And then I finished it yesterday. Nice. Eee, Look, it's so cool to see my list. I'll show you my list eventually, but like I've got 2023, then I got 2024, and now I've got my first 2025. I'm so happy. Anyways, I might as well just talk about The Secret History. Now that I've like kind of already talked about it. When did I buy that? I can't remember when I bought it. I think like last week or like a week ago. I can't remember. I'll figure it out later, but I read it quite quickly. I was like, listen, I need to hurry up and read it because I was kind of like running out on time for like my kind of January book deadline, because I've always got to read a book, and like I've kept up the streak for 2 years. I don't want to let myself down, so I'm okay for another month. I'm alive. I'm okay for another month. This is so good. I can see why people call it a modern classic. I can see why people think it's like Dark Academia perfect. You know, it's very autumnal. It pays a lot of attention to the weather and like weather changes, and kind of like how like the weather is like a huge like theme in this. Like it really does kind of like set the tone, and it's just huge symbolism, you know. As like, so like it's okay at the start, it's like clear autumnal type of thing, then it gets into like wintry type of thing when like things start freezing up, and then right before like disaster strikes, I'm not gonna spoil it too much, but like right before disaster strikes, it's all sunny and nice, and then suddenly there's this like out of season type of snow in like April or March, which is really uncommon for Vermont apparently. I don't know. I don't live in America, but yeah, it's just like, oh, it's so cool. And then like after like the height of like the craze, like after like the climax has passed, the snow kind of gives way to the spring again, but all the kind of like flowers are like dead, you know, besides a few. And it's just like the symbolism is crazy, and like the cyclical structure, everything kind of falls into each other, you know. And like the characterization, I think it was okay. People say that like, I mean, the characters are insane, and like, yeah, I guess more could have been drawn on about certain people, but I think they're just supposed to be aloof for a reason. Like, yeah, some people complain that Donna like Tartt didn't really like cultivate the characters, the main characters, besides like the narrator himself. But I think it's the same for Gatsby, actually, now that I've just drawn that connection, because I was like, oh my god, this is like so like, this is like if Nick Carraway went to like an elite school, because obviously I think he does go to an elite school, but he talks about that, and then he talks the rest of the time about Gatsby. But like it's, I don't know, like Jordan and what's her name, Daisy, and like what's his, oh my god, I forget that other, Tom Buchanan, I can't remember. He was Daisy's husband. But they do have characters, but like it's not incredibly, it's like, I think it's like the same description level and same like descriptiveness as this, I'd say. But it makes sense though. This is all from like the guy is the main guy, like the Nick Carraway of this story, is like called Richard Paypen. It is so like, it's so meant to be like that though, like because he's like recounting and everything's in a retrospective thing, so of course it's supposed to be biased, and of course it's supposed to be flawed, you know. Maybe like Donna Tartt wasn't great with characterization or whatever, but I think it fits like really well, because like Richard's memory is gonna be so biased, it's gonna be only things that he remembers, and it's gonna be like very kind of limited knowledge, because they didn't even like the group that he was in didn't even really let him know much about themselves anyways, and it was all just through his perspective. So obviously like everything was very like surface level with them, but they kept it that way, you know, like these elite people that he was with. But it's so good, it's so good. If you like Great Gatsby, I think this is literally just like, this is like Gatsby's like younger, more modern brother. honestly, it's so amazing, and like it's like one of my top 10 books. I say this about every book that I read, but I don't know, it's good, it's really, really good. But yeah, amazing. And just, oh my god, it just like really kind of like goes downhill so quickly. And like I'll tell you this, like at the start, the main character, he comes from like a working class background and stuff. He kind of mentions it a lot when he starts at this new college, but then when he gets in with like the popular crowd and stuff, he kind of forgets about it bit by bit until like the winter comes, and like, and whatever, I'm not gonna say that part. But anyways, near the end, he kind of like remembers the difference between him and these people. He's like, these people don't care about this education and don't care about what happens. This is all like a playing field for them. They have trust funds, loving parents and stuff. He goes into like this whole rant, and it's just like, gosh, where is this for half of the book, you know? Because he came into the elite college like remembering his kind of like roots, and you know, thinking that it held him back and like whatever, and then like he kind of forgets it for a while, and then like near the end, when he's so disillusioned with everyone, he suddenly remembers, well, this is this and this and this, and you know, we're so built different. And it's just like, wow, you know, like you can really see everything fall down near the end, and you can really see his view of them fall down at the end. And I realized how susceptible, like how easy it is for authors to trick me into like believing certain things, because I idolized some of the people in this, well, not idolized, but you know, I held them in like a high regard, the same way Richard held them in high regard. But then like as things started to not go well, he painted them in like a more of a realistic but like really flawed light, and I was like, yeah, you know, like some characters that I really liked, I ended up kind of really not liking near the end. I ended up not really liking anyone, and I just ended up feeling bad for Richard. I mean, Richard's like not perfect himself, far from perfect, but it's just like, since like like you could, I think, I don't know if it's like Marxist type of like theory, but like I guess you might sympathize for someone that who is in the same class as you, and who goes through the same things as you, and who is trying to like, you know, fit into a place that they're not supposed to fit in, essentially. So I guess it's like a bit of class consciousness type of thing. But yeah, it's really good. Read it, it's good. Another book that I read recently, I read these two, The Idiot by Dostoevsky, and If Only I Had Told Her by Nora Lalin, back in December. December was a dark, sad time. Clearly. It wasn't. I had a really good December, it was amazing, but the books that I read during that they were very depressing, so don't know why. Anyways, let me catch my breath, because I just went into a whole rant about that. I guess what stood out the most in that from The Secret History was obviously division of class, and then like the weather and stuff, which sounds so goofy, but like when you read it, when you like, you'll understand, you know, you'll get where I'm coming from. But anyways, okay, I'm now refreshed. So which one do I want to talk about first? I can talk about this one first. So this is like the second, I don't know if I can't be asked to go and get it. I don't know where. Where is that book? Okay, so the first one, I think I might have mentioned it before. I don't know if I have, but it was If He Had Been With Me, and it's like a kind of mischance type of like relationship, which ends in like a really tragic event. And basically, I don't want to spoil it for you, but this is like spoiler warning. If you haven't read the first one and you intend to, then don't kind of listen any further. Skip a bit. So near the end of the story, when these two childhood friends are just about to get together, the guy is driving home back to the girl so they can be together and, you know, spend the rest of their lives together, and, you know, start like he dies. So it's kind of like sad, and it's just like, that is mischance. And like, it isn't like cringe writing, but it's just like, you know, kind of teen stuff, very high school. But then like, it's just so good that I cried when I finished that book, like the first one, and then I cried when I finished this one. So the second one is from his perspective, because the other one's from the girl's perspective. So we like all these questions that are still unanswered from like the first one, like, oh, what did he think during this situation, what did he think during like the New Year's type of drama. We actually like get to hear about his side of the story, and then it cuts to his friend's side of the story as well, which is very interesting. It's not a lot. I think actually it might be, yeah, I think he might have quite a bit of like say in the story, his friend named Jack. And then you cut to Autumn and stuff, how she's like moving on from the kind of, she's making peace with it, and she, you know, she's figuring out what to do in her life after like the whole like death and stuff, which is like, it's so tragic. Oh my gosh, it's just so mischance, and it's like, it genuinely, this annoys me, because it's just like, I don't accept this. In my mind, they're together, they're happy, they're moving on in their life, everyone that treated them wrong is regretting it, you know. It's just, I don't want to talk more about it, but it's really, really good. And it's just like a nice, easy read. It's a cute summer read as well, I think. I don't know why I read it in December. I was going to save it for next summer, but I was like, listen, I need to read it, or I never will get around to doing it, because I know that the second one will crush me. And it crushed me! But anyways, so good, so good. I mean, these are like BookTok ones as well. Like, I'm not gonna lie, even though I am an avid hater of BookTok, I've never really liked BookTok. I've never gone on it. I was like, but you can like, I watch reels, Instagram reels, and like BookTok sometimes finds its way onto that. And I'm not gonna lie, they did kind of like, you know, eat with those ones. Like, these two are like really, really good. They did like, they are really good with like certain ones, but it's just oh god, most of the stuff that's on BookTok is just so trash. But like this, like, I have an exception for these two, you know. So yeah. Okay, third one, The Idiot by Dostoevsky. This took me so long to finish, even longer than Crime and Punishment, and that took a while. I think this probably did take me 3 to 4 weeks to finish this, like the whole month, you know. But I did it though, and like after that, I think I wanted something light to read, so I was like, yeah, I'm gonna read this. But yeah, can't complain. It was really, really good. I think it was like, I don't know, I think it was slightly dragged out a bit too much, even for Dostoevsky's standards, because you know how these Russian like realist writers from like the 19th century be dragging stuff out and making stuff heavy. I really liked it at the start, like when he gets introduced to like the family that he's supposedly like related to or has relations with and stuff. I really like my favorite scene is that, like the introductory scene and all that. I do quite like it. At the start, I was like, oh, maybe I like this more than Crime and Punishment. But Crime and Punishment is way too iconic for me to choose anything over Crime and Punishment. Like, you know? It's a bit thicker than Crime and Punishment, so yeah. This is like my second... I've read 4 Dostoevsky, there we go, books, in my time of being. And like, I've read 4 Dostoevsky books in... 2 years, just gone 2 years now. It's like before it was like a year and a bit, but now it's just gone probably 2 years, I think. Yeah 2 years. And I would say this is like the second largest, I think. Actually no, this is the largest one that I've read, like largest book I've read of his so far. I've got Brothers Karamazov on my like kind of like cabinet there, but I can't be asked to read that right now. Like I'm trawling through it. It's a huge work in progress. But anyways, yeah, this is like the second biggest one, and it took me a while, and I trawled through it, but I got through it. But I just don't think it tops Crime and Punishment, even though it's really good though. This is very, very good. I think I was kind of like, the end was okay. I don't know. It just wasn't iconic as his other works, you know? Especially with like White Nights and Notes from the Underground and, you know, obviously Crime and Punishment and stuff like that. I'm hoping Brothers Karamazov will be really, really good. But yeah, I haven't got much to say about it because there's so much to say that I've literally forgotten all of the plot. It was so heavy. It was it was too much. Okay. Last one is the book that I am also currently reading. Like, I was reading it back last month, but I kind of left it before the holidays, so I need to pick it up again. But this is good. It's The Creative Act by Rick Rubin, a very famous music producer. He has produced so much things in so many different genres. Like, he has produced like from like indie rock cute stuff to like hip hop to metal, like, and you probably, I don't know if you guys probably think that's like a lot of genres, but like that is quite a few genres to span, because some people are just hip hop producers, some people are just, you know, indie rock producers. They don't really veer out of that. So yeah, like the fact that he's created so many iconic songs as well. Like, in music class, sometimes we watch his videos about him making this amazing song, and I'm just like, whoa, one, I didn't even know you made that. Two, that's like, you span so many different genres. It's insane. So I'm like really tapping in and kind of looking at like multi-genre artists, because obviously, oh sorry, I'm like sitting on a wire and it's like uncomfortable. But yeah, I'm like trying to make my own multi-genre thing. So I think it's best to learn from, you know, the people who kind of juggle different genres and different kind of, you know, scenes a lot and do really well. Because, you know, obviously jack of all trades, master of none, but he's a master of them all. And plus, I'm really trying to heal my kind of creativity like habits and stuff, because I've noticed like making music not professionally, but like properly, since like last year, last summer, 2 summers ago, when I started making music properly. I think oh my god, why did I lose my train of thought? I think I identified a lot of kind of bad habits that I have and bad mindsets that I have when it comes to music, and this is helping me heal it a lot. He's very minimalist, he's very kind of spiritual and stuff, and like, I mean, I could read you like a line, like, the goal of art isn't to attain perfection, the goal is to share who we are and how we see the world. And it's just kind of like trying to rewire your brain and like, you know, comfort you and soothe you, because I feel like I love art, but then I love art and like making music, but then again, on like mentally, it brings me so much pain. And I thought, oh, maybe I'm just not cut out for it. Maybe it's not my true passion, and maybe it's not my true purpose. But then I realized a lot of people who do that professionally, and that is their true purpose, you know, feel the exact same way. And I'm just like, why does it have to be so torturous? I'm not saying I want to eradicate the whole torturous kind of like mentally taxing part of music making, but I would like to help build my resilience and kind of like rewire my thinking, so I'm a lot more kinder to myself. If I can make it less torturous, that's fine. If I can make it not torturous whatsoever, even better. But, you know, little steps and stuff. So this is really good, and I think that you can apply this to anything. If you're a reader, if you're like not a reader, a writer, there we go, writer, author, if you're just like, you know, a acrylic artist, oil artist, you know, oil paints and stuff, I'd recommend it, because yeah, he does talk about music, but it's just creativity in general, you know. I mean, if you're a crochet person and you're giving yourself a hard time, then read it. It's quite good. It reminds me of Big Magic and The Artist's Way, like, because obviously I was on a bit of like a self-help creatively like tangent type of thing, and like it's helping a lot, it's helping a bunch, and I don't realize it, but I have made a lot of progress. So yeah, can't complain. So yeah, those are my 4 books that I have read so far. Yeah, I'm very happy with my little reads. I'm happy with the books that I have lined up as well. I will show you them sometime soon. But yeah, I think that's I've like I'm almost hitting like 30 minutes. So I kind of need to like wrap it up. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed that. I will come back with a lot more videos hopefully if I am happy with what I put out. I mean, hey, you need to read this so I can be happy with whatever I make and whatever I film. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed that. Let me know what you're reading as well, and I hope if you read any of these, especially these two, if you read any of these two, tell me what you think, tell me what you'd like, or tell me what you don't like. I just want to engage. I want to talk about this one so much, and I don't think I want to talk about this one as much, because if I do, I will cry. And it's just, I don't accept it. There's like certain things that I don't accept that are real in life. I'm like, not in my reality. But that's fine. That's valid. Unless it's like something crazy. But like, I think I can like be, you know, on my little, by my little lonesome, saying that, oh, this thing in this book doesn't exist, you know, rather than real world issues. You know, I'd rather be delusional about that than delusional about real shit. Anyways, thank you. I'm gonna finish off the rest of my iced latte because the ice is melting. Bye-bye.